Hello viewers, welcome to this episode of Real Talk with Papa Martins. On the show today I have in the studio a dynamic, amazing man who will be talking to us on insurance policies and the benefits that accrue to it. Thank you, happy viewing. Hello my friend.
Hello, Mr. Papa.
It's amazing to have you in the studio today.
I'm also very welcomed. First of all, I commend you for the good job you're doing. I'm a real fan of your talk show. It's really helping people. So kudos for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's encouraging. Please introduce yourself to our viewers. Let them know who you are.
So my name is Daniel Kimeu. I'm a marketing executive at CSC Insurance Company. I'm an insurance agent.
Okay, thank you, Dan. I'll call you Dan.
Yes.
Yeah. So now talking about insurance policies and the benefits that accrue to it. So what is insurance in the first place?
Okay, first of all, insurance is an agreement between an insurance company and an individual to transfer the risk to the insurance, so that there is some protection, so that in case of anything, the client is taken back to the original position they were before the uncertainty.
Okay.
Yes.
So talking about what insurance is. So what are insurance policies?
An insurance policy now, it is a contract between an individual or a company or a group of people that they enter with a insurance company it is basically a legal contract that safeguards the client, so that the insurance company takes the insurance company protects the individual or the company against any loss or a damage or an illness or a death. Yes.
Okay. So having learned what insurance is,
Yes.
and what insurance policies are. So who can take up an insurance policy?
Okay, especially in Kenya, anyone who stands to lose in case of a loss or in case of a damage, in insurance we call it insurable interest. Anyone who has a risk, who wants it to be insured, who stands to lose, can take insurance. It can be a proposer or it can be a beneficiary. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now talking about who can be insured. So what are those things that can be insured?
Insurance in insurance we have divisions.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, we have general insurance, whereby we cover property. We cover property now against fire, against theft. We also cover liability. Liability is mostly legal liabilities, and in case of a legal litigation. Yes. Number two, we have life insurance. Life insurance covers it is just to give a financial protection to people, and those are long-term insurances. We have health insurance, which we call it medical insurance, whereby it covers illnesses. And in insurance, we also have investment insurance. Yes, so insurance companies do fund management to people, so that is investment. Yes, those are the major classes of insurance. Yes.
Okay, talking about property insurance.
Yes.
I want you to expatiate on that one. What kind of properties can we insure?
First of all, we have like vehicles,
Mm-hmm.
we have houses,
Mm-hmm.
we also cover household items, we cover what else we cover workers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you're an employer, we also cover your employees. So those are the major things we do cover. Even if you have a company, we cover the machines. We have anything that stands a risk. Yes, is usually covered.
Okay.
Yes.
Now talking about this, the legal aspect of insurance. So talking about maybe you taking care of litigation.
Yes.
So what do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is, let's say for example, there's a cover we call, we have a class called the liability class.
Mhm.
First of all, we have something called public liability. In case someone gets injured inside your compound, and it was because maybe of your negligence, so they can sue you. So that's where we get in. Those are what we call legal litigations. So insurance gets in. So whatever you're supposed to compensate now, that's where insurance gets in. We also have another class we call WIBA. WIBA is Worker Injury Benefit Act. It is an act of parliament that requires all employers to take that insurance for their employees. So in case they are injured during their working hours, they are being compensated. So actually liability is about compensation. Yes.
Okay. If you are just joining the show, this is Real Talk with Papa Martins, and in the studio today is Dan, an insurance expert, trying to take us through knowledge on insurance. A lot of people do not understand the value of insuring themselves or their properties. Today we are just trying to demystify the act of insurance. Now, you've mentioned about if I'm an employer,
Yes.
I can insure my workers
Yes.
against loss or whatever. So how effective is that insurance policy? Are people really doing it for their workers?
Most of the people who know about the insurance, actually they are taking it. It really helps, because you see, if you're having a worker and they get injured during during working, you see, it is your responsibility as the employer to make sure that you have a good working conditions for them. And actually it is an act of parliament. It is actually a requirement in Kenya, and it pays an 8-year salary to the deceased if God forbid, if they die, or if they get a permanent disability, they also given money for an 8-year salary. It also covers for temporary disability, because while they are injured, maybe for a period of time they won't be working. So that is paid on a weekly basis. Okay, we also pay medical expenses and also funeral expenses in case they die. Yes.
That is on the part of the employers insuring his
Yes.
employees.
His employees.
Employees.
Yes.
Okay. Now I want us to scale it down a bit. Talking about property insurance,
Yes.
let's come to the auto insurance.
Yes.
Now there is this term you guys use talking about third term,
Yes.
third party
And
insurance and comprehensive. So I want you to break it down for our viewers. What exactly is a third party insurance? What is the benefit to the insured?
Yes.
And how does it work?
Okay, that's a good question. So third party insurance, what it covers? Third party covers third party liabilities. And in this case, a third party is someone who is outside, who is not the owner of the car, and who is not the insurer. So any other person who might be involved with the car, there are people. Those are the people we call the third parties. So third parties covers property damage, it covers death, and it covers bodily injuries. Of course, to a certain limit. So a lot of people don't usually know the difference between that, because with third party you don't cover the car. The car is not covered, the owner is not covered. You only covering any other third person who might be involved with the car. Yes, and now comprehensive.
Before you go to comprehensive,
Yes.
I need to understand this third party.
Yes.
If I have a car,
Yes.
or even if it's a truck,
Yes.
and it's on the third party insurance cover,
Yes.
so if there is any altercation, say an accident,
Yes.
or my car damage another car,
Yes.
so the person that is not part of that coverage
Yes.
is the one that the insurance take care of.
Yes.
Like say it's an accident, you take care of the victim.
Of the victim.
Of
Yes.
the victim. So if it is the victim's car, you
Yes.
take care of the victim's car.
Yes.
But to a certain limit.
Of course, to a certain limit.
To a certain limit.
Yes.
So these limits, are they well spelled out when you are taking up these insurance policies?
Yes, in insurance, as I had earlier explained, an insurance is it is an agreement. Actually, it's a legal contract, and every contract has a written. It should be in writing. So most of the people don't know if there are written documents about insurance. Actually, after you've bought insurance, you should ask for a policy document, because we usually have a policy document which stipulates everything, their exclusions, their limitations, their limits of cover. So everything is usually listed there, so that you know the extent of cover. Yes.
Okay.
So those are the things that are explained, and the limits are stipulated there in the policy document.
Okay, now to the comprehensive.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about it.
A comprehensive cover covers a wide range of things now about the car. It covers against accidental damages, own damages, the malicious damages. We cover fire in case the vehicle maybe gets catches fire. Theft, we also cover theft. We also that party liabilities are also inclusive there. Yes.
Okay, so talking about comprehensive insurance policy, if I have a car,
Yes.
and for one reason or the other, I ran into another car,
Yes.
and both cars are damaged,
Yes.
you take care of my car and the
Yes.
third party.
Yes.
Is it exclusive? Like, is it fully, or is there a limit to that one as well?
We also have limits. Yes, also comprehensive. Every insurance policy has a limit. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So when it comes to comprehensive, a lot of people just know comprehensive cover is more expensive than the third party, but they don't usually know whatever is covered, or the limit of the cover. Yes. So that covers accidents in case you run into other car, but it should be accidental. Yes, that's the key. It should be accidental, not mechanical damage, but it should be accidental. You see, the main purpose of insurance is to cover a risk, and we call them uncertainties. You know, something uncertain is something you don't know that if it will happen. Yes, and an accident is an uncertainty. Yes.
That is clearer. Now, you're talking about what you cover should be accidental.
Yes.
So you are saying if I drove my car and I got a problem with my engine, maybe the engine got knocked, that is not a risk you cover.
No, that is not a risk we cover, because that is not accidental.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I understand.
Yes.
This is Real Talk with Papa Martins. So the next time you take up an insurance policy, please ask for the policy document so that you can know exactly what is being covered. Now, talking about insurance policies, so how do you know the right policies? Because you talk about health, you talk about education, and you talk about life insurance. So if you want, I want you to speak on each of these. If you want to take up a life insurance, how do you know which package works for you?
Okay, first of all, before you take any insurance cover, first of all, know the risk, identify the risk. Because the key thing with insurance is the risk. When you identify the risk, now you can know, or you can inquire the right insurance policy to take for your risk. First of all, you should know the extent, because in Kenya, most of the insurance, we have standard insurances. Yes, and you can know if you're buying an insurance, there are those things that you're supposed to know: the extent of the cover, also the extent of your risk. We call them exposures. Yes, if it is health insurance, you must first of all identify the exposure and the risk, and when you are shopping around, know that each and every insurance that you're being sold, someone is selling for you, it covers the need that you have. Yes, that's the first. Those are the indicators that you look at. First of all, you identify the risk and know that whatever you're buying, it covers that risk to the extent that you want. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
identify.
There
So
is.
it's standard policy for all insurance.
Sometimes there's a difference because of maybe the pricing or some few, maybe the extent of limits. But most insurances in Kenya are standard. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Actually, what I'm asking is,
Yes.
if I want to take up any kind of insurance,
Yes.
the standard procedure is for me to identify the risk I'm trying to cover.
The right coverage.
And the right coverage. So when I am able to identify the risk I want to cover, it's easier for you to explain to me,
Yes.
this cover is better for you.
Yes.
This is what many of us do not know in the country. A lot of people take up policies that are not working. Now,
Yes.
you are an insurance man, I know you want to defend yourself. I need you to demystify for us this third party thing.
Yes.
There is a lot of third parties that no claims are ever paid. So is it because there are quack insurance companies, or is it that those insuring themselves are also playing games?
No, in Kenya there is also that element. Because you see, in insurance there are a lot of players. There are a lot of players. There are the insurance companies, there are the agents, the brokers, we have investigators, we have assessors, we have a lot of players in the industry. And because of the human element, you see there's a human element. That's why you see some people say that claims are taking long, because you see if, these things are done by people. There's also what we call fraud. You see in between the players there might be someone who's fraudulent. So that's why there's that element and that backlash of insurance, that insurance don't pay, they take long to pay claims. But you see in that procedure, an insurance claim there are steps and procedures, and there's a lot of people involved. So probably in one of the in between the processes, maybe something might go wrong, maybe a human element, but I can't say that they are fraudulent insurance companies. Maybe players in between. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now coming to that,
Yes.
differentiate for us the difference between an insurance company
Yes.
and insurance agencies.
Yes.
There is a lot of them out there.
Yes.
You can't assess the company maybe because you are lazy to go to town,
Yes, yes,
or maybe because I think knowledge is also one of the problems.
Yes.
And then so these insurance agencies that are mushrooming all around, are they legal? Are they genuine?
They are genuine. So what happens? An insurance agent is someone who sells insurance on behalf of a company, of an insurance company. They have been given a mandate to go and sell on behalf of the company, because you see there are a lot of people in Kenya, and an insurance company cannot reach all of them. So that's why we have brokers, we have insurance agents who are internal, and others who are external. So agencies sell on behalf of the company. Yes, and one of the problem that also reaches to insurance companies is mis-selling. Yes, because you see also agents, the human factor. Yes, I can come sell you an insurance because I want also my commission. I can mis-sell for you to buy the insurance. But when you have a problem, because you are sold by company X, you go complain to company X, but actually it was the agent who mis-sold a cover to you, or a cover that didn't meet your expectations. Yes. Yes.
Now, when I pick up an insurance policy from an agent,
Yes.
so I ask for that document you call what?
A policy
A
document.
policy document.
Yes.
Are they provided with that for them to give to the clients?
Yes. No. Actually, they take it from the company. Yes. Actually, the company itself is the one who provides the policy document, which will be signed.
Okay. Another thing I want you to clear: if I take up an insurance policy from an agent that represents CIC,
Yes.
for example, when I have a claim, who do I go to? I'm not talking about those of you who are internal. You are a marketing executive.
Yes.
But you have people out there, maybe in locations where you don't have your offices.
Yes.
So if I take up an insurance from an agent, the one you allocated your business to,
Yes.
and I have a problem with claims,
Yes.
do I go to that agent or do I come to you guys?
It is either way, because you see, first of all, an agent is your representative with the company. That's one of the duties of an agent. If you're a client, if you're my client, I'm your representative with the insurance company. So I can take up the claim, or even you are also free to go through the company also, because actually you are a policyholder to the company. An agent is just a representative. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Another tricky one.
Yes.
Is it possible for an agency to play games with me, get claims from you,
Yes.
and claim you have not paid? I'm just playing the devil's advocate here.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't because you have a liberty to go through direct to the company, because insurance offices are usually open. Yes, you can even pop in, check, also follow up. Yes, and also it's a good thing for you to choose wisely. Yeah? Whoever you are choosing to represent you to the insurance company, you should also have some due diligence. Yes, and trust. You see, insurance is a business of trust. Yes.
That is very true. So we need to be informed.
Of course, yes.
Okay, do due diligence. That is, don't just pop into an agent office and assume it's genuine.
It's genuine, yes.
Ask around,
Yes.
find out what you are about to purchase.
Of course, it's because nowadays there's technology. Yes, you can follow up. Of course, you can know who is genuine and who is not genuine. Yes.
Before I go to the next question, tell us about CIC. Who are you guys?
CIC means a cooperative insurance company. It is a company that was started around in the late 1960s. So we've been in the industry for long. We started as an insurance agents, and we were fully fledged to an insurance company. We started as a CIS. Yes, but now we are a fully fledged company. We sell all classes of insurance, from general, from life insurance, health insurance, and another one called asset management. Yes, we are located at Upper Hill, and we have branches all over the country. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for that information. As we are trying to wrap up the show today, if you are just joining, this is Real Talk with Papa Martins. Dan is in the house from CIC, trying to demystify for us these things about insurance policies and the benefits. So the last question I want to pose to you today is, what is the risk of not being insured? Or what are the risks of not being insured?
There are a lot of risks, because first of all, we say that insurance is the transfer of risk. And a risk can be a loss, can be a damage, can be an illness, and or can be death. Yes, and the most important thing about insurance is the protection. The protection. If you have a vehicle worth 1 million, if it gets stolen, you are taken back to, you are minus a million shillings. But having insurance, you have a peace of mind that in case anything happens to my car, your life still remains the same. Because in insurance, there's something called indemnity. Indemnity is taking you to the original position that you were before the loss. Yes, so it gives you a peace of mind. Whatever you're doing, you know that you have financial protection. You can plan your things freely, because you know that everything that you have is secured. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Another tricky one, which you guys don't like.
Yes.
So if I take up a policy with you,
Yes.
and I'm faithful to my premium, is that what you call it?
A premium. Yes.
Yeah, my premium.
Yes.
And 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, I have not made claims. So what do I get from you? Or I just keep paying?
you keep paying because you see, when you said we are most insurances are annual. Most insurances are annual.
True.
Yes. So when you like, we are in like, let's say we're in January, and your policy expires in next January. If you hadn't made any claim, you see now the risk you are covering. There's nothing that has happened. So we start all over again. Yes.
Okay.
That's actually what happened. And you see, insurance is also a pool of funds. And we also, as humans, as humans, that the premium that you've paid, someone else has claimed. So as much as it has not helped you.
It has helped someone.
It has helped someone.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that is fair. And
that is fair. It is fair.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Dan.
Yes.
As we are wrapping up today, what is your final word to the people out there?
There's a backlash in insurance, that people think that insurances are there to extort money from people, because maybe people have sold them insurance that hasn't helped them. So people should do research. Nowadays there is technology, and there is people don't think there is a risk because it hadn't hit them. That is one thing with people. When a risk has hit you, that's when you realize that there's insurance. That is why a lot of people look for insurance when they have a loss. When something has happened, people know insurance, but now unless it has hit them, it doesn't matter. But I also ask people to take that initiative, to take insurance policies for them to be secured. Yes.
Thank you so much, Dan.
Welcome.
This is Real Talk with Papa Martins, and we are bringing the show to a close. We've been talking to Dan in the studio on insurance policies and the benefits that are close to it. Please go out there, find out what policies fits who you represent and what you own. It's for your peace of mind and for your own safety. Insurance policies are good. It gives rest of mind to everyone. And as I bring the show to a close, I want to thank you viewers for always tuning in whenever we call upon you. Please subscribe on Real Talk with Papa Martins, on Instagram, Real Talk with Papa Martins, on YouTube, Real Talk with Papa Martins, on TikTok, Real Talk with Papa Martins Anthony _73. God bless you. Have a nice time until I come.